on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed to making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No lean a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell 'em run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell 'em run it all. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all.
Good morning all. Hope you're all well, hope you're all good. Happy Tuesday to you guys. And yeah, let's get it. See what we got going on here. Boom, all systems go. And let's have a look at the charts today. Let's have a look at the charts. So yes sir, morning to all. Great. Start off with the calendar here. Today we do, I believe, have some GBP news. Yeah, So we have claim and count change around 11 a.m. So in about 20 minutes-ish. So we have a little bit of GBP news after that. Normally it's like a 30 pip push. What are they expecting compared to previous? So it came like 700 people. Their forecast was 10K. Now their forecast is 10K again. Yeah, so their forecast is really accurate here. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. If it comes out the number higher, it's worse for pound. Number lower, better for pound. And then we have Bailey speaking, which is more important. This is not really at a time that's going to be too much of an issue here. So I'm not too worried about that. Later on, we have some CAD news, but that's not too important. CPI, it can give a small effect on gold. I have seen in the past, especially if the numbers come out a little bit whack. So just keep an eye on it. It's not like the market's going to be trading around it, right? So yeah, I guess we're just waiting for claim and count change, and we're going to see what an unemployment rate. We're going to see what happens with that there, and that's basically the news. So let's see what price did. So yesterday, bank holiday, the funniest thing, right? This is the funniest thing. In the whole bank holiday, the pair that was the most inconsistent was the pair that had nothing to do with the USD, which was GJ. So GJ was very inconsistent, stayed in its whole range the whole day. And if you look at gold as well was very rangy for bank holiday, which is normal. I mean, you could say gold is worse, but I'd say inconsistencies. I think GJ was a bit more of a troll in terms of looking at inconsistencies. Then DAX actually pushed very nice yesterday, and even right before market close, giving a push here, which is not really 74-point push before market close. Very interesting to see. Late London actually did leave the highs. What time was this? Was that 1 o'clock? Let's have a look at this. Straight 5 minutes. That's interesting move there actually. So I've historically always lost on bank holiday. 50-point stop loss is pretty hectic. Probably not something. Was a very big move. Shame. Yeah, man. You then could have taken it, right? But I don't think. Yep, you missed it. Should feel sad and quit. That should be the way. Yeah, trust me. You in this situation, you running 50-point stop. You're making excuses to get out of this. For sure. This is automatically your mindset in the day is definitely already messed up. Already coming in with like a womp womp mindset, I call it. Look at the stop here, 50 points. I don't think you would run a 15-point stop yourself, especially without 5-minute structure. I just don't see that. I don't see in a bank holiday without 5-minute structure. I don't see anyone saying to themselves or being confident enough to just rip it with a 50-point stop. Even without bank holiday, we're rarely running a 50-point stop. We're trying to get smaller stops. So for me, that is just like, and this is just how people are being ignorant and ruining their own trading journey. And this is what I mean is that people need to review. If you see a move, review it. Review the move. Don't just come out and say, I missed the move. We missed it. It's a shame, like relax. You need to see what happens, because definitely, even if it wasn't bank holiday, I don't think people are taking this type of move. And then imagine you're setting up your day like that. It's a very common thing I used to do as well. I used to lose on days like that because I would just be already pissed off. Moves have happened and it just doesn't really end well, to be honest, because you end up towards the end of the day start to FOMO into stuff. And it's a very common habit. A lot of people actually have it. And do that, and it doesn't end well. I'll tell you that much. So something outside of your control, definitely have a look. And at the end of the day, remember, if something plays out and you're not in, and it was something that followed your plan, it just reinforces your plan. You actually don't lose anything. It's just proving that what you said was correct, right? I did not trade NY because of bank holiday, and I feel great. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's very, very good. To feel proud not trading NY. Again, one day out of the whole year, which inconsistencies are going to form, ain't going to change stuff. And if that's how important one day is to you to be in the market, then maybe you need to reconsider stuff, right? Because it shouldn't really need to work like that. Especially gold, we can see the effect of bank holiday on gold. Definitely, this is the worry, right? Is that you get into a trade. Anyone trying to sell gold yesterday, in deep shit, in some deep shit here. Every time, break the low, fail, break the low, fail. I mean, this one here as well, a little nasty one. This was, I think, the nastiest one, but this was Asian session even. But all over New York yesterday, pretty nasty, right? Pretty nasty. We saw the similar things with GJ, right? Closed below here, nothing closed on a 1 hour, sorry, you know, 30-minute even here, closed below, didn't break the low, and that's it, reverse from the lows, right? The cleanest pair yesterday was actually DAX. That was the cleanest pair during NY, giving you a nice breakout close on NYSE here, right? Already pushed quite a bit though, already pushed quite a bit. So it's interesting, and this is just something that's outside of your control, because if this faked out yesterday, you're going to be kicking yourself. And even if so, like, look at this, no 5-minute put, this thing just kept ripping till NY. So maybe there's options during NY, but if it wasn't your plan to trade NY, then you haven't missed anything, you know? You can just be like, okay, fine, fair enough, it played out. Let me be honest with myself. I personally yesterday, if I saw this close, I would have probably hesitated with a 51-point stop loss. Would have been like, it's not even the 30 close that time. I definitely would have hesitated there, and then probably missed it. So if we're looking at price now on GJ, daily time frame has done what? So daily time frame is actually still closing bearish. We're seeing 4-hour time frame create supports here, not only a support but an actual change of structure. So right now we're working on our way back towards this, towards the top of the range, 191,700. We've actually tapped it, so it's actually up to price here if it wants to continue with this higher low momentum, or if we want to change around here and actually start to try to push a lower high here and retest back into the 191 100-ish, right? So we're going to see how that ends up forming here, especially with news coming. I think the buys make sense above this 4-hour support. If we look above here, yeah, 4-hour support's a little bit higher, but buys above there is also making sense. Today we have a mixed session bias. If we're looking at sells today, I think sells below this spot here is going to be the cleanest. We do have this kind of area here. See how big this is. Not the best, 11 pips. I would prefer to see price actually fail one more time, and then I could expect price not only to fill 11 pips, but to push past it, you know, and that would be kind of the goal. But we need liquidity for that, and I think it's going to be best to wait about 15 minutes. If Tradingview will respond, please. There we go. If we wait 15 minutes to see the news here, right? News is going to be more important to see where we end up, because we could just get a candle that fills here towards the downside. Then you're looking at these zones to sell in, or we could also get a candle that fills here to the upside, and then those buys become a lot more relevant. So looking at gold here, on the other hand, gold has broken out of this range that was stuck in yesterday. What time was that? Around, we got the breakout candle around 7, so just about an hour, about 2 hours after after Asian open here. So this breakout is kind of giving us that bounce from that zone. So if we look at daily, it's actually ended up closing the daily bullish here. So we could definitely see this daily want to drive up towards the daily resistance. Is not out of the question here to see that type of move happen. So if price really wants to get going, it can move up towards that daily resistance. Now in between that daily resistance on 4-hour, we are full bullish bias session today. Everything is bullish bias. Nothing is showing downside moves in terms of bias side. So I would like to see a 4-hour resistance before really considering sells here. If we're looking at 1 hour, we just tapped this previous support here. This is what we seem to be rejecting. Let's see how it looks on lower time frame. 30-minute, it's there as well. 15 is a little bit higher, so we're just going to move it to match the 15. We're just going to write the 1 hour support, but we moved it a little bit up just to match the 15. So key level there, 15. Yeah, we can see what the key level, how much reaction we've had off the key level. Where's my key level? Let's go copy a key level from GJ. Copy. Let's go put this at 15. So buys above there would make sense. My only worry is this. Oh, so 28. 28 is pretty good actually. 28 is pretty good. Now, if we create clean range here, come down here, create support, I can look for buys back up. Either watching this if we get a good close, or, right, or if we don't get a good close, then closing back inside here to test this resistance here. You know, I think that would make sense as well. So those two options make a lot of sense to me. Yeah. So I'd look for that basically only on gold. I'm not bearish yet because of bias today. I don't want to go against bias. Just thinking if there's a, I mean, potentially below this, back inside the range. But by the time we dump all the way to there, I'm probably uncomfortable to sell anyways. So realistically looking for buys today on gold does make sense. You know, if price really does want to break down here, I can start to look for sells, but we need to see how price action forms, you know. We need to see how price action forms. Gold RSI divergence on 6 months chart, such a powerful signal flashing for the first time. Your humble views. I don't have an RSI pulled up. If anyone has an RSI pulled up and the 6 month chart, can you send me? I want to just have a look and then we'll see that. Harris, previous 4 hour support at 20.08. Would you not mark that it's been crossed through twice? Though it's relevant, we might see a bounce from it. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter towards downside, because even if we bounce through it, we've had price action. So I'm not too worried about this one here. You know, it's not something like, even if we come down and bounce, doesn't matter where we bounce from, we would still be looking for that type of buy, so it won't really do anything, right? So we're gonna see what ends up happening with that and how gold wants to form. Now, last pair of today is gonna be DAX here. These lines I can remove from yesterday. I can put up here. Obviously, daily is closing bullish as always. How many days we working on now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So today is the last day before potential pullback historically. 7 days. So this is the riskiest day to take a buy, because we have almost 7 days. Like today is normally the last day. So if a buy is going to play out, today is like the last day. I'd say tomorrow is the riskiest day, because typically after 7 back-to-back daily bullish candles, we see some inconsistency. So this is at least we're working on 6 now, so we're going to see what 7 does. This is the 7th candle. We have not a bullish bias. So one thing I've been noticing is when we come to a session, and it's not bullish bias and we get a breakout, there is a higher percent chance that that breakout is going to be a fake out when we do not have bullish bias. So that's a very interesting fact. I noticed that from the data I've been collecting. So that only reduces, doesn't mean it's out of the question, but it just reduces. The good thing is we have some sort of 4 hour structure. What would have been worse is if we come to the session on straight bullish candles. Straight bullish candles basically make it really hard to do anything with, right? So again, today is going to be a simple breakout option here. And, you know, hopefully it works. And that's it. I think it's as simple as that. Now, trading inside of the range here, it's going to be possible. I want to see Frankfurt open to just see, you know, maybe, you know, you'd look at something like this. It's only 15 points. Like, you know, we have to consider if it's worth it. But that's why I want to see Frankfurt open. Where's the 1 hour? 1 hour is even closer. 18 points, 17 points. You know, if today does want to range, then this will keep me safe from being stuck inside of the range, right? I don't want to be stuck inside the range. So once it leaves the range here, yeah, I'm giving up maybe potentially 15 points on a perfect close. But if we start to get good 5-minute structure and stuff, we can start to argue to take it earlier. Otherwise, a nice close above here would make sense for continuation. And believe it or not, the next major target is 2300, which is absolutely nuts. But how far is 2300? It's only 120 points away. For DAX, I mean, yesterday, what did DAX do? Yesterday, DAX did, let's say, from the breakout, from the breakout, we're already like 200 plus points. So 100 points on DAX, not going to be crazy. 2300 pretty damn crazy number if you ask me. Pretty damn crazy number if you ask me, especially last year that this thing shit was in like the 17Ks. You know, I mean, even beginning of the year, you know, if we're looking at where we were at the beginning of the year, where's Jan? Here we go. January, we were in 20K. So that's crazy. That's crazy to see, you know, absolutely insane push through these ranges here. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And that's the analysis here. I would say the most complex pair today to trade is probably going to be GJ, just with the ranges. Gold has some good ranges, and DAX. DAX is not complex to trade. It's just a matter of if it does want to push out or if it doesn't, and it's simple as that. So that's the analysis, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did, leave a like on the stream. 300 of us in here. Appreciate you guys all showing up. If we can get the likes to 150, I would appreciate that, and I don't have to ask. Any polls today? You guys want a news poll? We can put up a news poll. How long? We have about 7 minutes till news. We can do that. Let's put a news poll. Also have in mind that in Germany we're having a general election soon, and yesterday is the day, yesterday or the day before, they had a debate among all candidates. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how that affects DAX. You know, because DAX is a group of companies that are not directly affected by the German economy. You guys need to understand that as well. So although manufacturing takes place in Germany and staff gets affected, most of their business is not conducted within Germany only. And I'm not talking about all the companies in there. I'm talking about the majority of companies, right? Especially the automakers and stuff like that, right? Most of these automakers are not selling cars only in Germany. They actually sell to a lot of countries that don't rely on German economy to do well. Bet that's why you're unprofitable. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Bet that's why you can't explain yourself. Oh, you mean the news poll? No, that's just some fun we do. We just do some fun. Instead of gambling on news, right? Instead of gambling on news, we just gamble on a poll. Save you money from news. I should probably edit it. No, I can't edit it. I want to edit it because I just wrote like GBP new. Anyone new coming in, I can understand that. There's 1 hour on the LTA. Yeah, we see what news does. We see what news does. While we wait for news here in about 5 minutes, see what the boys have planned here. What are you looking for? Gold back up and then structure close above. Prefer liquidity grab first. Buys, yeah, full buys. Agree. Sells below here, I think is pretty tight. It's the problem I have. I think it's very tight. So if you see the move up first, then down, maybe. Otherwise, very, very tight, you know. Can eat you up. Yep. Yep. Even this can happen here as well. So just identify that. Again, this is becoming very tight now. Especially with this rejection wick. You can see, imagine you got in. You got in here. You were up like 9 pips and now you're back break even. You know what I mean? Sep2 says 5 buys. I think too early for that. To plan that, you know. 7th breakout day. Nice notifying that. That's pretty cool. And then the buys, yep. Bullish buys above current word. Yep, yep. Plan above there. Yeah, same zone I had. Correct, bro. And then the breakouts. B watch zone exactly. 5. Good. No sales planned, which is actually mixed bias sells could be planned technically, right? But we're so bullish. We'll see. If price actually starts breaking down, it's not out of the question, especially if we start breaking the structure here. If we start to leave 22,789, can become an option, right? Because this is coming close to that 7th day. So historically, we've seen reversals around 6-7 days, right? So definitely could be an option here. We can actually keep that an option. So let's buy school plan. Nice and simple. Structure form for sells there, deep sells, yeah. We'll see. By the time it gets there, might be late, right? Yep. Sells below there, yeah. You even identify that. That's fine. Identify the all-time high breakout as well. Yeah, that would be cool. All-time high. Messy. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Good job, good job. We have about 2 minutes to news. I'll end the stream poll. Let's see what the votes are here on the stream poll. We have 69, good number to end the poll. 69% voting for up. So let's see if you guys get it right or wrong here, right or wrong. Do you consider BE a bad trade? Not at all. And I'll tell you why. This is very simple. If you take a losing trade, right? If you take a losing trade and you don't trade high risk to reward, which again, trading high risk to reward is going to make you have more losses, probability wise. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is you're going to see you have to take another trade to get back to where you were, and then a trade after that to be ahead of where you were. When you take a break-even trade, it just takes one more win after that to be ahead of where you were. So break-even just means that you're holding the same current spot. It's like, imagine getting to a new level and you hold that level. That's a better thing than to going down a level to go back up. You're better taking 10 break-evens and 1 win than 10 losses and 1 win. Even if that loss pays back for that 1 win, I think psychology-wise, it's better. Not getting into, of course, commissions and stuff will affect the amount of that win. What time is GBP news? In about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What's your best advice for traders who cut their runners too fast? How do you let winners run? I always tend to close positions early. Have a target and be set with that target. You don't have to catch the whole move. You know, I advise not always to leave runners, because those runners will come back to entry and you actually lose, let's say, 50% of your profit margin. So have a correct target. I'd say watch on my YouTube channel. There's a video called Take Profit Levels. Here we go. News moving, doing nothing. How dead DJs? Okay, we're getting something now. Let's see what the rate is. Let's see what the rate is. Maybe Forex Factory is updated. Pending still. Pending. 6. Okay. We got something positive now. Can we see what the 4.4? Okay, a little bit lower. So that's positive for pound. This number won't matter too much. I think the rate. So we got a small move up. That's it. Very boring news, actually. Very boring news. Hasn't changed anything. Hasn't changed the analysis. Hasn't changed much. All right. Let's see the 1 hour close here. 1 hour still closing bullish here. We're stuck at this 1 hour support area zone. Actually, I want to see, did we close back inside this 1 hour support on a 1 hour? No, we're below it. That's going to hinder a bit with probabilities here. You know, this is going to hinder a bit with probabilities. Would have been better if we closed above it. Much higher probabilities. 30-minute is above though. Oops. And 15-minute as well needs to get above. So we're going to see this 15-minute candle close. See if we get a close. Would be nice to see 5-minute close bearish in between that. Also would give us the chance that it doesn't push too much. What's the video on your YouTube channel that talks about letting runners run? No, it talks about choosing take profit levels. It's called take profit levels. Not starting? I think it's best maybe just to use the web browser one, if that's the case. Does Tradingview have a support chat? I've never used a support chat. Can use Reddit for that? No, I'm just interested. Like, let's say someone is experiencing an issue. There's such a big company that they won't have a support chat, right? I have a question. Where can you learn what these news and what it means and the impact could be on the market? Impact of the market, you just have to understand. It's like each news event. I do have, here you go. There's a video, basic video that should help you. I thought I had it on YouTube, but that video is in the exclusive group that talks about how economics, but this will help you. This will help you, this video here. I was wrong for ignoring fundamentals in my Forex strategy. So this just talks about how different events affect price and giving you some examples. So it's actually a popular video. It picked up quite a bit. When I first launched it, no one watched it. But now it has 43k views. So obviously it is helping people. 9-minute video. I'm going to share this in chat for you guys. So obviously people like it. If you compare I mean, back in these days, I was getting a lot more views. 10k per video, 17k, 31k, 16k, 63k. Yeah, we were doing better numbers. Now people just seem to be algorithm not helping that much. 2.2, 2.5. Same quality videos though. So you can watch that. A lot of people quit trading this year. It's the cycle of the algorithm. It's just how it works. You know, legit channels, people who are not always posting lifestyle and stuff like that, tend to go through heavy cycles of boom and bust. You know, this is how it works. I see you guys writing DAX moving, but doesn't matter because we need to wait for a candle close, right? Even if it's moving, doesn't matter. We need to wait for candle closes. Yeah, new people come in, a lot of people quit every year and stuff like that. This is just how, you know, algorithms work. Especially if you see like there's a period where people maybe not supporting, the algorithm is very fast moving. So you just have to keep consistent. But again, I'm not posting always for the masses. Posting for people who want to respect and enjoy the content. Even if it's affecting 10, 20 people, it's still worth it. Quality over quantity would always be the key. Sup bro, hope you are well. No notification despite being subscribed on 3 accounts. Not ranting or complaining, just letting you know you can check if you want. That's not up to me, unfortunately. This is what I mean. Like sometimes this is what YouTube does. So I can't control that, unfortunately. But just make sure that notifications are on with the bell, right? You need to have the bell on. Just having notifications on without the bell will not notify you where it pops up on your home screen. So we should experiment with it. How would you grow a small account? I would use it for practice purpose, right? Your goal with a small account is not to flip, because flip is kind of like risking a lot of the account, right? When you're trying to flip an account, you're risking a shit ton of the account, so it can go wrong very fast. If you're looking to trade a small account, you want to focus on actually growing that account and proving you have the skill, and then that will allow you to get access to bigger capital through funding or to your own personal funding. Right? Dubai, how hot today? Today's a bit cloudy outside. Might rain actually right now, I think so. We haven't had proper rain since the beginning of the for the year. Not since last year actually. I think it's been a year since we haven't had rain. There's rains in like the mountainside, but not heavy rain. But I think today might rain. It's about 25 today, 25. $900 key level, yeah, and then tapped your 1 hour. It's interesting, you should keep an eye. Morning, hi, just joining. Welcome, welcome. What about that rain that filled the whole of Dubai? Yeah, that was pretty nuts, man. That was actually pretty nuts. -5. That's pretty cold, bro. -2. DAX breakout trade. Yeah, 7 minutes. We're gonna see how this candle closes. Would be nice to get in the next 2 minutes, the next 5 minutes to, I don't know, create some sort of structure for stop loss. What are we looking like stop losses here? About 50 points. Now, yesterday we've seen 50 points be okay. So I wonder if that will allow us today to run a 50-point stop loss. I would prefer not to. In Abu Dhabi it's raining. Ah, nice. Maybe it'll come over here. I can actually check the weather map. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, you guys have a bit of rain. I don't think we're gonna get rain in Dubai yet. There is a storm coming from Saudi, but we'll see if it comes to Dubai or what. Dubai never gets rain until what happened last year. You moved to Dubai? If yes, what was the reason, may I ask? No, I've lived here my whole life. If I wasn't living in Dubai, then I'd move to Dubai. -36 Celsius this. Fuck's sake, man. Are you joking or what? Bro, where you live? Antarctica or something? Man is living in something. Cars can't even start in this temperature. Bros, what? Bro. That's crazy. When I went snowboarding, I forgot how cold it got. Does anyone know what average temperature is in snow? I think -2, -3 only. Like a cold day was -10 or something. Yeah. Like that was a freezing day, -10. But -36? Are you joking or what, bro? What do you have to wear underneath? A fire or something? Fuck's sake. Fake rain just? It's not all fake rain, no. That big storm that came, that covered everything, it was not fake rain. That was real. Where do you play with snow? In Dubai, we have an indoor snowboarding and skiing slopes, so I can play with snow there. It's called Ski Dubai. It's pretty fun. Minus 15 Fahrenheit. He's talking minus 36 Celsius, not Fahrenheit. How do you think DAX will have better options after London Open? Maybe if you wait for London Open, the move might happen. It's only 11:11 right now, and we're already trying to break, and if not, made a basic new all-time high already. So waiting for London Open, you might miss the potential move that happens. I couldn't say, you know, London Open in like 50 minutes. A lot can happen in 50 minutes. So where's stop loss gonna go? We have a 5-minute resistance here. We could use this to try find an entry. We're gonna see. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go to the toilet before this candle closes. Volume about to come. Let's look like it's stalling. We tried the toilet ventures after break, after entries, and it doesn't work. It's only before. Let's say 15 and 4-hour support are at the same area and 15 closes below and breaks the low. Is it a good trade to take? Something like yesterday NY sells? No, it's dependent on the setup. It's not only dependent on price closing below a zone. So it'll depend on the setup. You have dumped gold, have I? Let's have a look. Not too much, not too much. I wonder if this will close above or below. It's very close. It's teasing. 1 minute candle has just popped up. 26 seconds to see if it closes above the 15 or below. Either way, I would prefer some sort of 5-minute. I don't like when DAX moves bids from the bottom of the range to the top, kind of candle we got. Yes. I also don't like. But it looks like it's closing below anyways. So regardless, not going to be a setup here just yet. Which actually is not a bad thing. So we closed actually below both resistances. We were looking extremely bullish and closed below both resistances. DAX, you have to wait till the last second. You have to wait till the last second. Like literally, in the last second, in the last 3 seconds, the candle changed by 10 points. Like it's decent. Well, 5-minute has structure now, which is nice. So 5-minute candle leaving this zone also can make sense. We're gonna see, we're gonna see. See how gold look like on the close. Yeah, gold closed below still, so still respecting that zone. I would love to see something closing above for me to be able to take gold. How are you trading GBP JPY less lately? I have. There's been better options, and I've allocated those options, my capital to those options. And it's paid. It's made sense to do so. It's made sense to do so. I mean, the time this policy changed on GJ, it's not as straightforward as it was before. Definitely still tradable, definitely some good options, but there's easier options. If I had a choice, I'm going to choose the easier options, obviously. So that's what I've done. Yeah, I put in the giveaway at 600 viewers. JP wants to hit, man. He wants to hit that 600 viewers to get the giveaway. Leave a like on the stream if you're enjoying the stream. Value every single day. Bro, 596 facts, man. 596 we reached last time. How do I know how much I'm putting into a trade? Because that's the only thing I struggle. E.g. one lot on a 100 pip trade. Yeah, you need to use a lot calculator to help you learn to calculate. I mean, for me, I know like on DAX, let's say DAX lot sizes is different. Like with a 23 pip stop, if I wanted to risk 1,000, I would need to put in like 45 lot, you know. But on something like that, 23 pip stop on gold, I need to put like a 4 lot. You see what I mean? So it's only like 10x. I won 1 month Pip Labs last giveaway. Nice. Congrats, congrats. DAX rebalance and go up, we're gonna see. Problem is if gold set up, I prefer DAX out of gold. So you have to choose. A strange February, I'm never screen whenever anything happens. Your trade yesterday, I was the only one I've taken in days. Yeah. Don't worry, different person. Okay, I was reading that. Brother, I lost 78k in Forex when I sold my house last year. Yeah, but don't sell your house for Forex, bro. Come on. That's like saying, I'm going to apply to be on Real Madrid. And then you never get accepted and said you lost everything trying to apply on that. It's like, yeah, of course, man. You sell your house to become full-time trader without even making... Like, you have to make a return from the market before going full-time, obviously. Is oil good in New York or London session? Both. It works in both, actually. Nasdaq keeps pumping since morning, keeps breaking all-time high. Yeah, interesting. DAX is chilling. Diddy oil. Yeah, man, it's like that sometimes, John. You know, this is what, it's just market cycles. If you're not at the charts when there's moves, then what can you do, man? You know, point is you're not showing up to lose every day. You know, that's the difference. Is a lot of people show up and lose every day and just give back everything, you know? Yep. It's frustrating, you know? It feels slow, but in a whole year, you'll forget about it like that. The minute the market starts moving nicely, it's like, okay, I forgot about that period, you know? It's just how it works. Bro, trading from 2021, but 2023 started serious trading. 2023 whole those years went into loss. But from last 6 months, I've been at break even, not negative, but stuck in this how to get out breakout. Need to find out what exactly is getting you in the break even stage. First of all, that's good. It's a good stage to be in. It's a very, very, very good stage to be in. But you need to understand what is making you break even. It's either you're choosing wrong positions within the right positions, you are taking too many positions causing you to come back break even, or you're just literally, there's certain periods where you're taking losses. So I would need to see your trades to know exactly what of those things. And whenever someone approaches me and tells me I'm in break even stage, especially the guys in exclusive, I always say, okay, I need to see the trade. Send the trade in, let me have a look, and we're going to work from there. And that's normally how we fix the break-even stage. Now, the most common from the guys in there, I've noticed, has been selection of trades. Risk management as well has been a big one as to why they end up break-even, because maybe they are, you know, hesitant on their winning trades, risk a little bit less. You know, there's different things. Couldn't say exactly what, but that's some of the stuff. So maybe if you want to work through it by yourself, you'd have to go process of elimination. Let's see. Gold is still teasing. I prefer gold above key level. Would you recommend trading reversals? Why would you try call a top when you can just follow the move to the top? And I'll leave it at that. It's obviously harder. You don't want to make your life harder. It's harder to call a move to the top. I mean, at the top and at bottoms. It's easier to follow a move. It should rain today, actually. Looking very dark. Hi bro, recommended prop firm? Probably FTMO. Not probably. Pretty sure about that. I think they're the most reputable, what I've seen. Outlook on gold. We did the analysis beginning of stream, but essentially looking for buys above key level 15. Sells, I'm not too interested in sells today yet. DAX slowly but surely trying to make its way up. If this next 15 minute could get suddenly excited somehow, suddenly just randomly get excited and then blast through the top, have a nice 5-minute closure like that, stops would be pretty decent as well. What would stops be here? About 30 points. Not the smallest, but it's much better than 50, 60. And for futures, Top Step is good. I think people use Top Step, Apex. Those are the names that are thrown out, I see, for futures. What about this Balenciaga and this Hollywood Satanists? Yeah, it's a conspiracy. It could be true. Definitely, you know, is devil's work. It's a rabbit hole, though. It's a rabbit hole. It's gonna get excited. Well, it has about 3 minutes to get excited. We'll see. Either way, we just wanted to get excited at the right time. Right? That's what's gonna be key for us. Oh, look, even it's saying here rain today. Look, rain today. See what's going on. Where's my weather? Around 12 p.m. London Open. Expect light rain. Let's have a look. Damn, small window. This is in Dubai or what? Yeah, it is in Dubai. This is how the storm is coming. Light rain. That's all we get. And still only a 63% chance. So today we have to take the signs. The signs is, if we take a trade today, we have a 63% chance to win. That's the signs. And this is the time. So 12 o'clock, 63% chance. You take a trade at 1 o'clock, 35% chance. So you have a small window here, guys. Small window. What if we take the trade? Well, hopefully we get a thunderstorm setup. That was how the thunderstorm setup was invented. Thunderstorm setup was invented when we got that setup, and the same time, boom, when we entered, there was like a crack of thunder. So we called it the thunderstorm. Is that a true story? 100% true story. It's on stream. If we could find the stream, it would be... I need to find the stream. If someone could find it, I don't know how we're going to find it, but that's how it was invented, the name. So I took a setup, and we were in the setup, and then boom, crack of thunder came. I'm like, shit. And I didn't know what to call the setup in the journal, because the journal, we didn't have a name for that setup. It was not setup 1, 2, 3, 4. So then after that... as soon as we're in the trade, we're holding the trade, and boom, crack of thunder comes. Market starts moving, and we're like, we have to call it the thunderstorm. Otherwise, I would have called it like maybe setup 4. That would have become setup 4. Since on DAX 5-minute closed bearish, why not sell? I'm not a seller on DAX right now. Check on journal and then see where it appears first. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Thunderstorm, this stream. But maybe I change this after, right? I don't know. Let's see. It could be this. Let's see if it looks gloomy outside. Oh shit. No, I think it was before this for sure. Yeah, it's not there. It's not this one. It's definitely another one. but then we changed it afterwards. Bro zoomed into our souls. It's a different setup. Oh, that's simply where the name came from. So gold rejected from this zone. DAX is still trying. I mean, this would be nice, right? We have one candle bearish, next one close above, also valid. You can look at the journal. Yeah, we just did that. We just did that, and it's not the one. It's not the one. So I think it has come before that. And then we changed the name. I changed the name on all the thunderstorm setups. Gold still messing around? Yeah, plan keeping us safe though, right? Plan keeping us safe from being involved in this mucking about. I mean, if you base it off 30 and someone took it based off 30 and didn't care about this key level here, they're in a little bit of a boring price action, a little bit of headache. GJ is just ranging. Gold and DAX are going to be setting up same time probably. Yeah, between are probably, it's a tough choice. Depending on which one closes cleaner. If they both close very clean, then what? Now we have to choose. We'll flip a coin. Or we go big, go home, take both. Full risk. How do you calculate lot size in German 30? For me, it's 10x on my broker. So what normal lots, it's just 10x. What key level in 2915? Did you watch the key level video in WAP? That'll explain what key levels are. But on gold, every $5 a key level. If you want to know why, yeah, every 5. So that's 15 would be a 5, right? Also lines up with something. We were seeing rejection. If it didn't really line up with anything, we don't really care, but we're seeing rejection from that, you know. If price, you know, even if we get a close above here, we could look to push through it, but even the 5 is showing us rejection. That's why I'm more interested with actually seeing proper reaction from it. If we weren't seeing reaction back here from it, probably wouldn't mind about this one. It's not really set in stone. Gold is different on your chart. What broker are you on? That's the only way it's going to be different is if you're on a different broker. Forex.com, and I'm on a Wanda, that's why. Key level same as previous 4 hour. Interesting. What time does your 4 hour close on Forex.com? I see some people take direct entry at extreme support or resistance without any PA, like from a 4-hour level. Is that viable long term? Yeah, but it's not as simple as that. There would be more to that. You can't just take it from any random support or resistance. I prefer to see confirmation as well. That's more like supply and demand. And also, don't be fooled by everything you see online, right? A lot of people are going to show you 1 to 10 risk to reward trades, making 100K, this and that. Just because you see it online doesn't necessarily mean that, hey, this is the way, this must be the one, you know? One time ain't gonna show shit, you know? Hey bro, is the exclusive group still open? I'm gonna open a wait list soon, but we will open officially next month. But I'll open a wait list for people who want to jump on the wait list. How did you took into consideration key levels when taking trades? Because I rarely see someone talk about it and it's really interesting. Into what do you mean a ticket? Well, you just notice price reacts at them. So they act as a secondary support and resistance, simply made. Hi on DAX, after that 15 liquidity grab, one set up 3. I'm talking 30 minutes ago. If you're trading inside the range, potentially yes. But I was looking at this small resistance here, wanting to get out this range, which technically we closed at. This was also Frankfurt open candle here. I mean, technically, yes. Set up 2 on 30 minute, yes. What time exactly is London open? I don't know your time, but if you see the clock here on the top of the screen next to me, 12 o'clock. So in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, but we get trades before that most of the time. See how gold is doing. Just sitting at this resistance here, chilling. GJ as well. We really want GJ above here, to be honest. Here's a little bit messy. The sells below here. If you get a good close, I don't really like it, if I'm being honest. What would you prefer, Harry? 45% win rate with 3 RR or 70% win rate with 1.5 RR? 75% win rate with 1.5 RR any day. Because who's guaranteed you're going to get that 3 RR in the same month? So when you're looking to be trying to generate some sort of return per month, then it's going to be tough to hit a 1 to 3 every month. You need market conditions to be pushing, because regardless, 1 to 3, unless you're using ridiculous stop loss, which I assume win rate will be even lower, okay, you really need some heavy pushes to get a 1 to 3, you know. Why do all the traders live in Dubai or Florida? Is there something in the water in those places? Miami is Miami, you know. Miami is just like the the influencer space. Dubai, the main reason traders started moving here is they started waking up to the no tax. You know, many people have an idea of Dubai as super conservative country in the Middle East, blah blah blah. But they started waking up that many years ago this was the case, but they started waking up to it that there's no tax. So they started moving their business here, and how easy it is. Like, it's very easy to get set up here, and you know, it's nice. But they started waking up to that. So they're not the OGs though. They're definitely not the OGs. Dubai has got gold and Florida has got lobster. But actually New York has lobsters. Maine lobsters are supposed to be very good. I heard it's about 30,000 dirham to set up in Dubai, maximum. For a full business with multiple visas, you can get set up for much cheaper. Half that you can get set up. Unless you're moving a business here which you have 5, 6, 7 staff and stuff like this. I heard cost of living in Dubai is super high. It's the same as UK. It's the same as Miami. It would be. It's not drastically different than anywhere else. But yeah, it is definitely the prices of a major city. But not living cost. Just like your groceries and stuff like that are pretty expensive. I'm spending about $250 a week just on groceries. $280. Zero tax though makes it vastly cheaper. Indeed, that's like a huge consideration, you know, especially that you're not dishing out, you know, 40% of your income. You have extra 40%. It's a big difference. You guys have Costco in Dubai? No, we don't. We don't have any American retailers here. In your group, how many trade ideas? Every session, posting trade ideas, except for Asian, I'm sleeping. So just plans will be there. Carrefour is French? Yeah, we have Carrefour here. There's no American. Is it because of your diet or normally? Listen, I mean, yeah, I eat a lot of food for sure. It's gonna be but my diet is basic, right? It's just beef, chicken, rice. It's like not expensive stuff, you know. But yeah, I would think for sure, for like a family, you'd definitely be spending that amount for everything, you know. You know, you need to buy, depends actually how many meals you're having at home, right? It just adds up, the small things, you know. I'm thinking about setting up a business for my trading and move there. Yeah, it's possible. You can buy a Costco hot dogs 150 with a drink. Yeah, you can do that here. Like, that's my point. You can eat extremely cheap here. Like, you can buy a burger and fries for like yeah, not $1.5. You can buy a shawarma for $1.5, which is the Arabic hot dog, you can say. Less than $1.5. You can buy shawarma for $1. Do you know the restaurant Bear or La Villa Medusa there in Dubai? No, I haven't eaten at those. I average around 1,000 dirhams a week with a family of 4. Yeah, that's what that's around $280. Yeah, that makes sense. The problem is I eat like a family of 4, 6 meals a day, you know? So it's the same. بالعافية الله يعافيك. How much do I need to set up a business and a 2-bed apartment purchase? You want to purchase a 2-bed apartment. I'd say property price is a bit high to purchase apartments right now. You know? If I'm profitable like you, I'm doing 8 meals a day. I mean, set up a business, 15K AED, which is around, 4K dollars. And then to rent an apartment, you're looking at around 2-bedroom apartment, you're looking at least 25K a year. Starting eating more again, getting back into rugby, already sick of the calories and the price. It's freaking, and it's basic foods, but it adds up, it's nuts to me. Like, I'm just literally eating chicken, rice, some fruit, beef, and rice, but it all adding up. Gold going down. Yeah, I'm hoping now in London we actually kick gear here. Yesterday we moved late, so I'm not thinking that today will range. We've grabbed liquidity from the high, so if today's just going to end up dumping, we will be safe. You eating at that cuckoo in Dubai, brother? Look where you're eating. What type of name places, Come on. Guy comes to Dubai, I tell him if you need restaurant recommendation, you tell me. Where he chooses, cuckoo. See the name he's choosing? Bro, I'm telling you. Glad I can balance my diet with dogs, rats, and bats. Jesus, brother. How much for the normal escorts? What am I? Some sort of pimp directory here? Now you're asking me even about escorts? I don't know, man. You have to go check for yourself. This is the problem, man. Men don't hunt for food anymore. They go and they pay for food. It's a bit different. Normal escorts, bro. The problem is a normal escort is probably like a cheap one, right? That's some messed up stuff, man. I tell you that much. But the crazy thing is, no, we're not getting into this conversation. We're definitely not. We're definitely not. Yeah, Tell us the crazy things. Nah, we're not. Escorts are legal in my town in Canada. Well, yeah, it's controlled like a red light district. But there's more crazy things. Brother, I know you don't check what other traders do, but there's a guy, you can check him on YouTube. He's using IC with broker statement 1.5 mil USD. Very good, man. That's very cool. What's his balance, though? I'd like to know his balance. He's trading like a 7 mil account. It makes sense. Also, if it's like screenshots and stuff like that, you always have to be careful. Just because there's a name IC doesn't mean it's actually IC, right? People can even create that same name, unfortunately. Some guy I know, yeah, I told you we're not getting into this conversation. I was going to actually explain about how expensive they can get. But I'm not. Told you. Would you ever trade a 7 million account? Yeah, I would. I would trade a 7 million account. I think it would suit my trading style, a 7 million account. Definitely will pay well. Definitely would pay well on a 7 mil account. Is good. Is it possible to open a Dubai bank account to receive payouts via crypto, avoid UK tax? Well, you wouldn't have to receive payouts with crypto. But yeah, you could. You would have to convert your. You'd have to have an exchange here. You'd have to convert the crypto to AED and then put it in the bank account. But you need to do that with like a KYC. Otherwise, you're just bringing in random crypto and they don't know where it's coming from. So I'd recommend to just, at that point, sign up with a broker that is going to pay you out directly to your bank account. That's how I get paid out by the brokers, just directly bank transfer, straight. That's it. No crypto, no card, just straight bank transfer. It's much easier that way. And if the bank asks any questions, you can just explain to them it's an investment and they go have a little research themselves, and if they need anything, they tell you. I follow a feed from UAE. There's a trend where, okay, I'm not reading, bro. I'm not. We need to, not gonna open these subjects. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, they do that though. It's a scam. Yeah, I know. How do people trade multiple funded accounts? I've never been funded. That's my long term. Can you copy? Yes, you can. That's what Harry did to me in Dubai. Oh, man. Harry, do you know about Darwin X? You can just send your trading track record and then get invested. I don't think, can you just send your track record in Darwin X? I think you have to sign up and trade using Darwin X to get a Darwin X score. I don't think, but yes, I know about Darwin X. I think the problem is they take huge commission. We've looked at it. The good thing is, like this, the nice thing is you can see some results here. You can see some results. Where can we see the traders? Where can we see the traders? No, here. You must be able to click explore strategies. Yeah. Here. So we can see their results. I would prefer to get one investor than have to go through a company. I don't think it's too difficult to... it is, but... Yeah, like check this out. Let's see this guy's results. And this shows you real results. Yeah, you see like 3% a month, 6%, break-even month in March. April, 11% is nice. 0.6%, 3% minus, 1%. And then he lost for 3 months straight. Look, have you noticed his trend? He should stop trading summer. August, September, October. He should have a holiday. 3-month holiday. For the last 2 years, he's not made 1% in that time. It's a great time. At least take 2 months off. You can see he's very close to be profitable in October. So he should take August and September. And he still end his year up. You know? That'll be my recommendation. And that's the goal, man. That's the goal, to relax. Let's see this guy. What's this guy results? These are some real results. Yeah, same. 1%, 4%, 3% per month. This is what I'm telling people. This is what you need to be targeting. He actually had a pretty rough, again, August, September, October, pretty rough for him. He ended the year 2024 negative. He actually ended 2020 negative and 2024 negative. But he still returns 66% on portfolio. So it doesn't make him a bad trader. This is all really good stuff. Can you see their trading style? No, I don't think so. We'll see. You can see some stats. Drawdown. Investors 21. So each investor putting 20,000 in his strategy. But look at the results. 0.41%, 1.6%, 2.9%, 2.87%, 0.95%. These are all realistic stuff. I wonder what is the how much you get paid out of this, because this would be worth if I could just hook up my strategy. I mean, if it's an extra income, why not? But depends on how much they cut from you. 15%, and what is how much do the the people investing their money, how much of a cut do they have from that? What you have to do to get funded on that, just track record. Trade with them for like a year to build a track record. But understand that investors don't want a track record where you're risking 2%, 3%. You need to build a different track record. You need to build a sustainable track record, 2% a month. That's what investors want. If you notice all of the big accounts here, all of the accounts that make the most money, they have very small, like look, $900,000 in this one. Check how the account is running on a month-to-month basis, right? 1%, 1%, 4%, 2%, 3%. Nice results. You know, not very unsimilar to what we're doing here. If we were to lay out my results, it would be around the same. And this is real trading. I hope DAX pushes up for London Open. Let's see how gold is doing. Gold is nice liquidity grab on gold. So if gold can close above here, will be good. It's a good thing, this liquidity grab. Let's check in on GJ. GJ is still trying to get back up above these zones. There's no clean candles here to the left. 1 hour also has a resistance here. So we have to see. GJ range is pretty tough until we get above this 791. 791, if we can get above 791, is nice. Gold, if this liquidity grab can actually end up next one closing above, is also nice. Can I take my prop fund payout tax-free if they direct deposit money into a Dubai bank account? Of course. Yep, you can. You can take it tax-free. There's no income tax, so that would be considered as income or investment. There's no tax. The only tax you have here is corporate tax, but you need to be generating like 3 million dirhams a year, or 1 million dirhams a year to start with, but there's a 3 million dirham waiver. Anyways, let's just say it's unless you are that company, not from investment. I'm talking about generating that from the company. Like that would be considered investment. But I live in Canada. Is it possible? Yeah, but you need to live here. You can't be out of the country for more than 6 months of the year or something like that. Yeah, I think it's 6 months. So you need to be hybrid between Dubai and Canada. There's an amount of days you can't, there's a maximum amount of days, you know, something like that. 6 months or something. Second close above. It's a big candle. How big is stop loss here? 26 pips, target about 9 pips here. I don't know if it's worth it. 9 pip target. If you want to take a 9 pip target, be my guest. You can try for 9 pips here. See if you can get 9 pips. 26 pip stop loss. If it fills the whole range, what are we looking like? 11 pips here. To fill up here is not even a 1-to-1. Even the top of the range here for 22. Even if it fills the top range, I think this trade you're looking for a max 1-to-1 here, max. Trying to get all the way up here. See on a 1 hour. 1 hour even has resistance here. Stop loss based on a 1 hour, 21 pips. I mean, you can obviously break even there, but look, this trade is looking like a maximum 1-to-1 if you're lucky and get the push before tapping, you break even maybe, you know. All depends on how much volume comes in. See how DAX opened here. So DAX actually opened up. 15-minute closed bearish here. Gonna see if we can get a close above here. Gold ended up liquidity grab. So if this can flip and close above as well. My relationship with GJ has been rough recently, GJ not being clean. Yeah, let's see my results on GJ for this year. So I took a loss on GJ last time. I took another loss on GJ. I took a break even. And I took yeah, GJ has not been doing well actually for me. Took a break even. Oh, this is 24. Actually this year, yeah, it's not been the best. Oh, I took a win here. Yeah, it's not been the best, not been the best. Why not take GJ setup 1? I don't think it'll pay me enough. I don't think it would pay me enough. Because I'd have to go break even right here. It would make sense to do so. And even if we get up to the 4-hour resistance, right? So from my entry to the 4-hour resistance, which is a target, my entry would be somewhere around here, is around 21 pips. 21 pips. I could close at 21 pips, but that's like max target. Like max target, I'm not even getting a 1-to-1 for max target, which for me doesn't really seem worth it. To not get a 1-to-1 for max target. And like right now, technically I should be break even as well. It would be safer since we reached 15-minute resistance. We have no structure below to protect my stop loss. I mean, it does. We have this to protect my stop loss, but it's not going to be fun sitting in 20 pip drawdown hoping that it can flip and get me, you know, back to at least break even, let alone 20 pips in profit. You say that GJ hasn't been good for you this year, but you haven't consistently traded your strategy on GJ? Yeah, because there's been more opportunity elsewhere. That obviously is going to play a role. If I just focused on GJ, the results would be different. It would be more profitable, for sure. But I'm saying out of the times I've chosen to trade GJ, it's not always been the cleanest for me. Alright, DAX flipped here. I really hope DAX doesn't just range all session. This is going to be really boring. Like, don't tell me this session we're just going to get DAX ranging. And yesterday, we get this monster. Like, what the hell, man? Why? Why do I have to sit through that? So, hopefully we don't get DAX just ranging here. And then on gold, I was really hoping we actually... This liquidity grab was going to lead into a push and close above. Now, it's keeping us safe from losing... But man, these last 4 days, London has been slow. Took that DAX trade yesterday, didn't leave a runner. That's okay. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. DAX will set up later, you think? What time did you say yesterday, Carson? You said time. 12 what? Yesterday you said, I think you said 12:30. 12:30, DAX will give us a setup. On my prop, I'm minus 600 on GJ, plus 900 on gold, plus 200 on DAX. That is good. That's good. Let's see how GJ is doing. Yeah, so GJ probably would have stopped me out break even because I would have probably moved to break even here if I'm being honest in this trade. Unless I wanted to hold this, but this is not a trade I want to hold. Like, that's my point. If it was a trade I would take, I would be in it now anyways. So this is not a situation I would want to be in. You know, especially now, 5-minute no bottom wick can definitely flip, make some structure. So unless I'm set that GJ is fully bullish today and it's only going up, which to be honest, I can only be sure at least till the 4-hour. And at the 4-hour, it's not even a 1-to-1. Just keep in mind, guys, I'm not here to give a quick trade. I'm not here to do some hype, you know. Like, I could have easily taken this trade and closed out at 10 pips here and just been like, oh, 10 pips, we got 10 pips, yay, 10 pips. You know, I'm not being paid for those 10 pips. Yes, it looks cool on a spreadsheet, statistics, maybe it looks cool. Today I took a win. But when I'm calculating my risk based off this 26 pip stop loss, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem because it's not going to pay me. It will pay me something, but not what I'm looking for. How would you trade without the stream? I mean, would you be on the chart continuously or you look every 15 minutes? That's a great question. London session, I would sit here. I probably would show up around not 10:30, I'd show up 11 o'clock as my analysis would not have to broadcast an analysis. So I'll probably show up like maybe 10:55. I wouldn't be too strict on it, but my own analysis I could do. And then I wouldn't stare at the charts just like this. The whole reason I started streaming and started a group is because I don't like trading by myself. I think it's extremely boring because I would just sit like this. You want to see how it is trading by yourself? This is how it is. Watch. Like that's it, you just sit quiet for the whole time. You know? Like it gets boring. So I probably have something on the side going on, you know, like a video, maybe a podcast I was watching, music. I love to share ideas with different people. It also holds you accountable. Like I got more profitable when I had to be accountable to my own self by having the pressure of others watching me. Like that made me more profitable. Otherwise, sometimes you get it, give it a shot today. And you know it's stupid. You know it's stupid. Yeah. But don't get me wrong, I was like that, you know? Like this is, you're seeing the end result. I was like that before. It is. Exactly, but the times that it's playing out and you're not in, it obviously makes it more frustrating. Like this DAX moving down now, guys. What we'd like to see is a 5-minute pullback and then a close below. We'd be able to take DAX sells. Today's mixed bias, huh? We spoke about that, mixed bias. It is potential to sell DAX. It is a potential to sell DAX. But this big 5-minute candle right now, like I don't know what I can do with this candle. 58 point stop loss. I'm sorry, I'm not running 58 point, no 1-minute pullback. Like that would just be a FOMO trade. If you want to catch 10 pips, yeah, maybe if it flips, you can catch 10 pips here. You know? But actually, I would hope you lose that trade because I would like to have a pullback myself. Sorry, I'm just being greedy, but it's what I'd like to get my own trade here. You know? I like my own trade here. But if you ran that big stop loss to get 10 pips or 20 pips, that's your target, then you'd be fine even with my pullback. Do you have a video regarding mixed bias? Yes, I do. It's on my channel. Look what happened with GJ. Can we all learn a lesson from here today, please? This is my point. It's not worth the trade. It needs to do a lot of business. If you had a small stop loss, yeah, you get 13 pips. At least your break even. At least your, 15 pips, whatever. Now, this is my point. Remember, we spoke about holding 20 pips of drawdown. Not fun. Now you're begging. Please, can this hold support here? Please. Why don't you like any limit entries? You do amazing with limits. The way you call very collect range as zones. I've experimented with it. It didn't really work too well for me trying to trade off reaction. instead of trading off confirmation. You know? Any of you guys doing the Tradingview challenge? I saw that, but some assholes do like stupid percentage on crypto. You see them end of the challenge, they win, and they do like what is it, like 13,000, 14,000%. They just like, they full margin something on crypto and then they win these challenges. Any pairs you're looking to trade? Yeah, gold, DAX, those are the pairs I'm looking. I like gold. Rejection is good. You know, this is good rejection. Just needs to get above. Do you live in Dubai? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You selling gold? No, I won't sell gold. Where's Tradingview competition? Can we see any alerts they have here? Tradingview competition? No, these are follows and stuff. Don't want follows. We duplicate Tradingview. I want to see the leaderboard. Do they have a leaderboard for the competition? See Carson on point, bro. I told you, man, like 1000%. I mean, this is all like this is all demo accounts for the competition. Promoting his $1,000 a month he's charging for his mentorship. Guys, I'm done. $50 a month ain't gonna cut it. This guy is getting away with $1,000 per month. I'm done. $1,000 per month. Yo, what am I doing? What am I doing freaking charging $50 a month? I'm scamming myself at that point. That someone's getting away, you know? You know? For sure. You see? Bro. That's nuts. $1,000 per month. And we can't see any of his trades, no trade ideas. Nothing. All right. Tomorrow price is going up to $900. Complete brain rot if someone does that. No, man, no. Your $50 more clients? Yeah, but for him, for me to have 20 clients, 20 people joining the group, just to give you an idea, in Zoom right now, there's 57 people. For him to have 20, one client is equal to 20 clients of me. That's how much the difference. That's the difference, man. Like, that's definitely, like, I've had people come in and tell me, like, you're underpricing your shit, man. You're devaluing yourself. Like, literally tell me, like, straight up like that. Business mentors. But the fact that obviously he's putting a price he can get away with. Like, that's what's nuts to me. It's like there must be someone out there paying it. Otherwise, he'd reduce the price to half immediately. Okay, $1,000 for mentorship, but $1,000 a month, bro. This is what you can trade? Oh, there's pairs. Wow, what would I choose here? Probably Bitcoin, man. I'll probably do Bitcoin. I should have tried. Just for the shits and giggles. He probably has one sub if he's lucky. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. But that's just nuts either way. Yeah, NQAS for sure. Bitcoin, NQAS. Those three. Look at what happened to GJ, guys. It's my point. What's your plan? You wait for that area to get broken on gold? Yeah, that's where I want my buys. I want my buys above 15. If shit is just going to keep ranging here, what are you going to do? DAX as well. We are creating structure finally. So we're going to see in 3 minutes that this can close bearish. Next one can close below. We technically didn't tap the support, but we did tap the wick. Sometimes price likes to tap off the wick. What if this is liquidity for upside is my question. Get a 15-minute candle closing back in the range set up for, I wonder. But that's the problem with mixed bias, because if this was bullish bias, I take that. Mixed bias, it has a probability of actually continuing down. Setup 5 work a treat when you get these moves? It does. I would actually, I would take a setup 5. You know, that would be better because we'd have that change of structure confirmation. Maybe not just the setup 4. When do you actually call something structure? Just when a candle closes bullish, the next one closes better. Remember, just one candle closing bullish is enough to create some sort of structure. It's not a strong structure, but it's enough. It is a structure. Come on, Dax, you were just making structure, bro. Come on. Don't fail us now. What do we say? I think this is a possibility right now. Liquidity grab here, then come back in the range, and then we see what happens in this range. Either it creates structure, continues down, or it actually starts to get above here. Next time DAX closes on the daily giving S3 like this, I'm leaving a big runner. Like this one back here. That's a nice one. Yeah. This is like, that's like our structure we want on a 5 right now, right? Is it liquidity for DAX to continue to the upside? If it was bullish bias, yeah. I would agree that that is definitely a possibility right now with bullish bias. He is working of a fool and their money easily separated principle where you seem to do it to actually help people. Yeah, of course. I'm not comparing me to him. I don't know. But I'm just saying it's absolutely nuts. $1,000 per month is pretty crazy, to be honest. Like, that's not only 10x how much I charge. That's 20x my price. Like, it's mind-boggling if you think about it like that. Won't you think profit taking a day for DAX? It's possible. Yes, it's possible. That's why I was also happy to take sells. But I just need a way in. You know, this candle obviously came in one shot here. One shot. Do you have a buy scenario in DAX? I do have a buy scenario in DAX. Support candle first. Hopefully a little change of structure back inside above this 15. Should be able to bring us buys. Bro, how can he sleep at night scamming all them people? It's unfortunate, but a lot of people can do it. I mean, for me, I just don't want to hurt people. You know, that's more important. Like, I don't know these people on a personal level. You don't want to do anything that, like, it's just, you know, you have kind of one life, and that's the way you're going to go around respecting people's life. Like, yeah, I agree. I put myself on the cheaper side, but this is more to get people up to a standard to where they can, and it's not going to remain like that forever, for sure. Of course, with times, you know, things need to scale and increase, but my point is that at the end of the day, charging $1,000 per month is pretty outrageous. You know, like, okay, if he was charging that plus a one-on-one makes sense, but per month is really expensive. I think for a monthly subscription, anything above $300 is too overpriced for a monthly subscription, depending on what you're getting. Like, for $300, I'd expect really good services, you know. I'm not being cocky, but I think, like, I would be worth, like, to be honest, I couldn't think of how much more I could do. I already give a lot for what I do for this price. So I was thinking, what could I add to make it worth even more? But I already do everything now, which is a good thing. Harry could do $10 a year increase. Yeah, but I have not increased for 2 years. But yeah, something like that. Nothing crazy. Would never be like a double increase. But the nice thing, I would never charge people who are already in more. The German guys that won the Robbins Cup mentorship for 3 months is about $5K. Yeah, but is that one-on-one mentorship or a group mentorship? Thanks. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to increase people who already, if you someone support you, like that's silly for me. That's a bit scamish. Go, it's okay, everyone pay. Like, no, you're in. Like, that's it. We need some Tradesharpe merch. I'd love it. Let's just do print on demand, and then everyone can just pay how much it cost me. Not doing it for money. One-on-one for a month and the other 2 in the group only. But how many sessions in that month? That's what I'm trying. So because the main value you're going to be paying for is a one-on-one session. Now, when I did one-on-ones, or if I ever do them again, I kind of undercharge for those. Like, people get away with $1,000. Maybe Peter can help you out with the increase by marketing. Maybe we hire him. It's fair if Joe paid $200 a month. Yeah, we should increase for him. Lol, Hector. Some people think that just because something is expensive, it's good, or something that's cheaper. Yeah, that's what people said. They might think it's cheap, but everyone who I've introduced to the exclusive group has kind of learnt it through me. It's not like it's marketed somewhere to where they think it's cheap and nasty. You see what I'm saying? Can I join your exclusive group next month? Yeah, you'll be welcome to, bro. Printing merch would be great. Who's calling me here? Hello? No thanks. Bye. Wasting my time. Printify would be great. I'd buy a baseball cap. Yeah, that would work for you. I can imagine John classic baseball hat. TS logo in the front. Repping that. Be sick. 2-second call? Don't have time, man. Don't know what they're doing. Credit card seller? Some sales call. I didn't even listen, I'm afraid. I know it's rude, but you know, I just said no thanks. No, at least I said thanks, man. I don't think I was rude. I just said no thanks. It's not interested. Are you going to see the India versus Pakistan game on 23rd? No. Great shirt. With the arrow down just to make you feel bad. Whoever lost the most in the month has to wear that shirt every time they go out. That should be like the game we play. Whoever lost the most in the month has to go. It would be good because then people feel bad for losing. So you would have to at least try to end your month break even. It might actually do some people good. You have to go out in public and shout, I'm unprofitable. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sneak on the back ICT logo. No, I'm joking. No hate. See how GJ's doing. GJ's stuck in the range still. Let's see if 15 minute. 15 minute has a high, it can close above. Stops are still pretty big though, right? It's reduced by like 5 pips. Gold, what are we saying? Gold is still ranging, man. This is really weird, man. Tuesday, man. Where is the volume, man? Where is the volume? Like, holy crap. Moves happen in Asian. Yeah, but even remember in the beginning of this month, we were having moves happen in Asian, but still London, we would get moves. Even last month, January, that was happening. Now we've just been like a little bit cooked on gold. Like, wow, look at gold being cooked. My Proco. Carson has found his gold mine. Yesterday was US holiday, don't forget. Yeah, and did you see how DAX moved during US holiday? Moved great. Waiting for the Russia-Ukraine talks? Yeah, that could be plausible. GJ being stupid right now? I just want to see what's a way in I could get into GJ right now. That's what I'm trying to think. You want small stops so we can get a quick target. Woke up for 5:30 for gold, set up one, took it at, I closed but should have left a runner. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's always woulda, coulda, shoulda though. It's always woulda, coulda, shoulda. I wouldn't be upset. 2 setups were there in Asian. Yeah, man, there were 2 setups. For me, this was the cleanest setup here. I really like this setup. This looks super juicy. This setup in Asian, I would take this any day. This looks so nice. It's super simple setup, this. Nice structure above, only 25 pip stop. Almost a 1 to 2. I mean, yeah, you can get the 1 to 2 here. Like, that's beautiful. No pullbacks. Next candle opens, makes a very decent bottom wick. Entry break of the high. 5-minute structure there as well. Yeah, this is like an A+ trade, right? You have 5-minute structure. Yeah, there's a 5-minute resistance here, but you're not basing it on 5. You're basing it on 15. This is very cool. I think I probably would have closed at a 1-to-1 here because look. Yeah, maybe a 1-to-1. Because this rejected after and then would have come to break even. So even if I left runners here, I probably would have had runners stopped up break even. But that was a very beautiful move. Set up 1, clean. I think this one was a little bit more difficult. This first close above was definitely too difficult. This setup 3 here is also valid to fill the high. I think we should start making up at midnight. Yeah, and then you change to midnight. And then it doesn't move in Asian anymore. That's my point. Like, if you're up during Asian, trade it. But don't be changing your whole schedule just for 4 days, 5 days worth of price action. You know? Because then you're going to get up, you're going to skip London. Because if you get up at that time, like, I would have to skip London, sleep during London. And then everything happens in London again. And then you change back to London and then London ranges. So you missed Asian, you missed London, now you don't get anything. So if you're up for Asian, you trade Asian. If you're up for London, you trade London. Whatever you're up for, just trade. Long term, it ain't gonna matter. Long term, it's all gonna work itself out. Just trust in that process. Alright, cool. So we've had a retest here. What I would love to see, a pullback and then a close above. I'm gonna take a buy to this zone here would be the plan. That would be the plan. We have no bottom wick, so pullback can make sense right now. And yeah, appreciate everyone showing up to stream though, chilling with me, even though it's been a little bit rangy, a little bit boring. You know, I do appreciate it. And it's just as frustrating as it is for you as it is for me. Although I don't take emotional actions on that frustration, maybe that would be the difference between what you may do and what I may do. But trust me, I'm here to make money, and it sucks when the markets don't allow you. Especially yesterday, if you take this stupid loss, makes it annoying, right? Because you want to show up today and do some business. But that sometimes doing business is just the introduction, right? Introducing yourself. So today we introduce yourself. I'm in India and I log in at 5:30 in the morning. I do London and NY, go to bed at 11. Yeah, India works. You're like an hour and a half behind. You know, it does make sense. Yeah, 7 hours would be like the max. Sorry if I'm yawning, guys. This type of weather I'm not used to. Really, I'm not used to like clouds and stuff like this. Just like Joe. When Joe came to Dubai to meet me, he's like, let's sit outside. He didn't last 5 minutes. 5 minutes, he is all sweating, red. He was cooked, and drinking a big cappuccino during the middle of it. Cooked. Sweating from my belly button was rough. I'm telling you, bro. And after all of that, he scammed me. Can you believe that? That trade on gold you're talking about, trading that time, low volume, is it not? Exclamation mark, make sure. Asian being open 5 hour with that setup to happen. Asian open around 5 a.m. Dubai time. Let's see what time that happened. 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 hour candle, as long, yeah, it's before the 4 hour. It's the last part of the Asian, yes. It's towards the later side for sure. 8:30. Last 30 minutes. Definitely between, but it depends what time has volume been coming. I've noticed around that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I could trade this time here, but over a year, I don't think it's consistent enough. Like, that's a time I could definitely trade. I'm up. Can we still consider those trades? I don't like to take those trades that time. Over a year, it's hard. It's just if it's been happening, you know? We have seen it happen for like a couple of days, yes. Every time I go hit e-brakes, it drifts in the snow in my yards. I miss the late moves. See what you're looking at. Yeah, I'd be worried about this resistance though, right? If you expect today just to go up, fine, but I'll be worried about this resistance. We don't know. You can see it's rejecting it right now. So until something gets above, it's a question mark. So you can ask that question and just rely on structure to hold. But you're reducing 30% probabilities, you know? Compared to if something was to actually get above. It's clean on higher time frame, yeah, but your stop is not based on higher time frame. Let's see if this next 5 minute here can close below on DAX. Would actually be valid. You know, 30-minute closing with rejection. 1 hour time frame is valid, but 1 hour stops is massive. It's not even worth it, right? For 49 pips. And you see the rejection coming now. That's my point, right? You see the rejection. So if something can close bullish above here, give you more probabilities. And we're not full bullish bias. If we're full bullish bias, I can tend to agree with that a little bit more. This is the last 5 minute candle I'm waiting for on DAX. If this doesn't do it, I'm probably going to hop off. But if it does happen after, I will still take it though. It's not like I'm hopping off to end trading. It's just rain to stop. It didn't start, brother. What's it telling me here? Forecast rain to stop. What do you mean rain to stop? It didn't start. I haven't got one drop here. Hello. Where's my rain? Look at DAX. Brother, it's right fucking in front of me. What do you mean look at DAX? I can see it. Relax. Look more. Yeah, I'll start trading like this, bro. Just go wash the car and it will rain. Actually, I am washing my car today. Someone's doing it right now, so it should start raining. But it was very dirty. It came back from the garage. So either way, it needs to be at least put some sort of water on it. These are the only 3 pairs you trade? Correct. Movement in USD CHF, nothing else. I'm washing my car today. Someone else is doing it. Yes. It's very cheap to get someone to wash your car here. Just pay. Hi, I've been following you for about 2 months now, but in that time I have learned that I don't have to take a trade if there's not a setup. This has saved me a lot. It should do. It should help a lot. That. Honestly, if I had this kind of money, I would have someone clean too. It probably costs you around $6 to have someone clean your car. It's extremely cheap. You don't need to have big money. If you need to have like a professional company come out. Minimum wage is 13 euros. Yeah, these guys don't operate off minimum wage. If you need a professional company to come out, they come like with a bike. They'll clean your car for about $12, $15. They'll come out. Now, if you now I get a van that comes out. This is insane. Washes my car with soap, scrubs the rim, scrub the interior, vacuum the interior, triple layer wash. So water, soap, water, then finishes the car. Internal cleaning, internal polishing, all of that for, in dollars, $18. All of that for $18. And they come with a whole van and 3 men working on my car. 3 men. All right, I want to see this 5 close below for sells. $14 points. Kafu is actually decent for that. Yeah, roughly around the same price, right? There, that's the same concept I was talking about. Relax, Maurice, relax. Jesus Christ. $11 seconds, man. It's rejecting last 11 seconds. It's really teasing this, huh? All right, for me, it closed above. Even though on broker, it looks slightly different than what it looks like here. It's still closed above. I mean, on broker, it closed more towards the support here, but it's still closed above. Now no top wick, pushing down. But it's above for me. Oh, my car is here. Shit. I haven't seen that car in a month. Oh, you can hear the truck. Can you guys hear the truck? Damn, it's a fucking mess. Let me go tell him where to put it. 1 second. New engine in that puppy. Let's go. No, not the Audi. Hi, gold cooking. Slowly but surely, yes. Probably next 15-minute candle gonna be the one. Let's see if this did it, how big would stops be? Wow. Hopefully next 15 is the one. Don't mute, Harry. I like to hear the fake Arab voice you put on. Bring her into catch-up zone to break her in. I have to actually take it for Chew. I spoke to my tuner today. He's gonna set up a dyno and everything. I think I have to bring my laptop. He's gonna remote tune it. Catch-up zone. First time I hear that. Gotta send a dyno vid? Yeah, we'll get you guys sorted, don't worry. Hopefully he does it at a time where I'm available, you know? Ready for 1,000 horsepower? Maybe a little bit later because I need to buy a bigger turbo. It will cost me like $6-7K. Oh, I heard it start. That's a good sign. Okay, this is just sitting at support. I was gonna wait for this 5-minute candle. Look, guys, this will probably happen after stream. I'll still take it if this shit happens. I'll close above here. I might give a shot to reach these resistances as a bounce play. If this closes bullish now and the next one closes below, that's even a shot to take sells here. So it's like buys above, sells below. Gold plan is the same plan. Gold plan is the same plan. And that's it. Would you take this on a 15? I think the 15, the way the 15 closing is not going to be valid. You know? You'd want a pretty deep close. 5 would actually be a lot better here. But you could get that other setup come through here. You know? Gold, same plan, guys. Same plan on gold. Gold, that plan buys above the 15 level here is valid. But if it gets in like another 20-30 minutes, getting a bit late, you know? Look at what happened with GJ, right? Just ping pong. Don't touch GJ. Stick to DAX here, and gold, I'd say, is the best setup. But listen, guys, I stayed on stream as long as I could. Tried to see if anything happened. I can't control this, outside of my control. If this happens, I hope something happens so I can actually take a trade here. You'd want it to pay anyways, so that's going to be the goal. So let's see what happens in the next, you know, kind of 15-20 minutes. But let me know if you guys take that trade. I'm going to catch you on tomorrow's stream anyways. My apologies for the slowness, but I can't control this. Over a year, you guys will forget about it. That's just how it works. So take care all, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Cheers.